Hello, everybody. You're welcome to the July event of the MIT Enterprise Forum. I also welcome those of you who are watching us over the net. Over the last 3.5 years, we've been broadcasting our events, and those of you who are interested in events that took place in the past are welcome to look them up over our site. How many of you are active entrepreneurs in high technology? How many of you are investors? Okay. One of the things the MIT Forum does is it provides a platform for networking. So use this opportunity to speak to each other. It so happens that we have in the audience the founders of iAngels. Did you see this flyer? All right. Well, are the founders of iAngels here? More Asia? All right. If you want to talk to them, they're over there. iAngels is a startup crowdfunding platform with a two-step investment process where experienced angels make an initial commitment and other investors join their lead at lower tickets. So you're invited to contact more, either as investors or as entrepreneurs. We also have here Ed Mlavsky, founder of Gemini Israel Funds, over there. Ed happens to be the chairman of the MIT Enterprise Forum, and Gemini is actually investing in early stage companies in case you'd like to grab a talk with him. Last but not least, he's not here, but probably watching us from somewhere else, Yanki Margalit, MIT Forum vice chairman, has started a small venture fund called Inodo. Any of you heard about it? Well, out of the 6 investments that Inodo has made, 2 of them were in companies that graduated the MIT Enterprise Forum startup course last autumn. You're invited to inquire about our courses and about other services that we offer. A word about the MIT Forum, then I'll speak about the event ahead of us, and then something about the MIT Forum Secret Service. The MIT Enterprise Forum was started at MIT, the MIT, and has been working in cooperation with the Recanati School of Business ever since year 2000, now on its 20th year of operation. We provide consulting to entrepreneurs in high technology, education, through events, workshops, and direct consulting. We operate in 28 chapters all over the world, and we hold conferences. Today's conferences is obviously relevant to any entrepreneur, and crowdfunding is a rather new tool available to you, given the difficulties in getting funded by VC investors. As we do, we will hold a very multidisciplinary panel with people from academy, from the legal point of view, and from the investor's point of view, describing and giving you a panoramic view of crowdfunding. Eventually, I'd like to tell you about the Secret Service. Not everybody knows, but those of you who have the MIT Forum brochure will find information about the consulting services of the MIT Forum, consulting, mentoring, what we call the brainstorming sessions. Companies at all levels come to us to consult with us regarding various challenges they're facing and to figure out what these challenges indeed are. Together with these companies, we think of the best dream team that could be suitable for this particular company. They meet the dream team and get invaluable value. You're welcome to inquire further about this service later on. Today's moderator is Advocate Haim Ravia, a partner at Cohen, Zedek, Latzer, Baratz, and head of the Internet, IT, and Copyright Group in the firm. Haim was amongst the first private practitioners in the world to deal with Internet law matters back in 1996, when he also founded Israel's first legal website, law.co.il, which he still runs today and updates on a daily basis with technology law news. Nominated by Who's Who Legal to be one of the leading lawyers in the Internet, e-commerce, data protection, since 2010, Haim was the chair of the Presidium of the Israel Bar Association Computing Committee. He recently received an acknowledgement award from Israel Chamber of Information System Analysts for pioneering and innovation in the Israeli Internet. Haim, will you take it from here?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you and good evening. We'll be having an exciting evening, I hope. In the beginning, God created the VCs, and then the angels, and then friends and family, or was it friends and family first? And as of now, he came to rest with crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is intriguing. It is a part of a shift in traditional powers that we came to know all through the years. It is made possible by the advent of the internet. For example, programs are no longer developed only in software companies. It is being developed by communities, by numerous developers operating around the world, cooperating in projects such as the Linux operating system, the Apache web server, the Drupal content management system, etc., etc. Knowledge is no longer produced or affixed in writing and published only by scholars and publishing houses. It is produced by ourselves. Think about Wikipedia. We draw our own maps, at least those of us using applications such as Waze. And the Arab Spring, is it dark because I speak about the Arab Spring? The Arab Spring in countries such as Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, and Syria was powered by crowds who first gathered in social networks, social websites such as Facebook and Twitter, and only then moved to city squares. This may be called crowd ruling. Indeed, this is the age of crowd. Crowd is the current buzzword. But tonight or this evening we'll be only referring to crowdfunding. A few numbers first. According to Deloitte, crowdfunding platforms will raise $3 billion in 2013, double the sum they raised in 2011. LA research team, Mass Solution, is expecting even more, $5 billion will be raised by crowdfunding in 2013. More than half of it will be raised in North America. Most of it will be raised through reward-based or donation crowdfunding, meaning that either you get something in return for financing my project or you only gain merits and get my thank you. Equity-based crowdfunding, where investor gets shares in exchange for their funds, was the smaller sector during past years, but it is growing, rapidly growing, due to legal obstacles that are put aside in countries such as the US and the UK. And no matter if 2013 will see $3 or $5 billion raised, this is a fraction of the sum raised by traditional VCs, over $40 billion, or even compared with charitable giving, which amounted to $300 billion in 2011. So there's still a lot to be looking for. There are more than 400 crowdfunding platforms as of today. Most notable is probably Kickstarter. And I took a look. They have an interesting statistics page. As of today, almost 106,000 projects have been pledged for more than $700 million. Pledges to successfully funded projects totaled $602 million. The success rate is 44%, which is high. And currently they have more than 4,000 live projects. Successful projects include a 3D printer that raised more than $3 million compared to the first $100,000 they were looking for, wristbands that converted iPod Nano into watches, music deal, Amanda Plummer's music deal breaking $1 million for her record book and live show tour. She was looking first for only $100,000, and many, many others. My favorites include all 50 of the United States recreated in fine porcelain as interlocking trays, bake, serve, and style with pride. And a friend of mine, a technology lawyer who wanted to become a Knesset member and for the Labour Party, and he raised more than he was looking for, but finally managed to get into only position number 49 in the Knesset. Labour Party has got 15 parliament members, so there's still a waiting list for him to, before he manages to squeeze in. Okay, so without further ado, let me introduce the first speaker, Dr. Ohad Barzilai. Ohad is a technology management and information system specialist. He holds a PhD in computer science in software engineering, and he is a faculty member of the Rekanati Business School here in Tel Aviv University. Ohad is going to present surprising results from his recent study about Kickstarter called Playing Both Sides of the Market, Success and Reciprocity on Crowdfunding Platforms.
Thank you. Can I ask someone to...